The wildest part about you being completely fried right now is that you probably did not even do anything today. Like, genuinely, nothing. It is a whole Sunday. You have not left the crib. You have not hit the gym. You have not done a single productive thing. But somehow, by 6 p.m., you are absolutely cooked. Your brain is mush. Zero motivation. You are doom scrolling, and even that feels exhausting. And if somebody texted you right now like, "Yo, what did you do today?" you would literally have nothing to say. Because you did not do anything. But you are gassed out like you just worked a double. And low-key, it makes no sense. That feeling, though, it is real. And there is one specific reason it hits different in 2026 than it ever has before. I will come back to that, because that is the part that makes everything click. Okay, here is the deal with your brain. This is kind of wild. Your brain is surprisingly bad at telling the difference between doing something and vividly thinking about doing something. No cap. When you sit there and mentally rehearse a conversation, or play out what might happen at work tomorrow, or imagine how some situation could go sideways, your brain lights up in a lot of the same ways it would if that thing were actually happening. It is called mental simulation, and your brain treats it like legit work. So when you spend an hour in your head running through every possible version of a text you have not even sent yet, your brain is burning real energy on that. Real resources. Real fuel. You do not feel drained after because you are being a bum. You feel drained because your brain just put in work. It ran a whole simulation, sometimes like 30 of them, back to back. And you did not even notice. Think about the last time you had something low-key stressful coming up. Maybe a conversation you were dreading. You probably spent 10 times longer thinking about it than the actual conversation took. That whole time, your brain was on the clock, burning energy on something that was not even happening yet. And real quick, if this is already clicking and you are sitting there like, "Yo, that is actually me," hit the like button. Not on some creator begging thing. It genuinely helps this reach people who are quietly dealing with the same kind of exhaustion and think it is just them. All right, now here is where this gets actually nuts. You are not running one of these simulations a day, bro. You are running hundreds. And the craziest part is, you are not even choosing to run most of them. Your brain just does it on autopilot. That is literally its job. It is a prediction machine. It is constantly running scenarios. What if I say this? What if they take it the wrong way? What if this plan flops? What if I am late? What if that thing I said yesterday was weird? Every single one of those little mental movies costs you something. On their own, they are tiny. But stacked together, they add up fast. And here's what I said I would come back to. The reason this hits so much harder now is optionality. You have more choices, more information, and more possible futures to mentally simulate than any human being in history has ever had. Your great-great-grandpa woke up, knew exactly what he was doing that day, did it, and went to sleep. There were not 15 different career paths to overthink. There were not 200 possible ways somebody could interpret his Instagram story. There was not an infinite scroll of other people's lives making him question his own every single hour. His brain simulation load was nothing compared to yours. And here is the thing. You are both running the same hardware, same biological brain, same specs. But you are asking yours to process an insane amount more. It is like trying to run 25 apps on a Windows XP computer. The machine is not broken, bro. It is just absolutely cooked from the workload. Now here is the part that will really mess with you. The simulations that drain you the hardest are not even about real stuff. Let that sit for a second. The ones that absolutely fry your brain are the hypothetical ones. Stuff that has not happened. Stuff that might never happen. Stuff that probably will not happen. But your brain does not care about the odds. It simulates anyway. You have definitely been lying in bed at 2 in the morning, fully running a simulation of an argument that does not even exist, with a person who has not even said the thing you are imagining them saying. And your heart rate is up. Your jaw is clenched. You are heated. And then you are wrecked the next morning. Your body fully reacted to a movie your brain wrote, directed, and starred in, and it charged you full price for the ticket. That is mental simulation fatigue at its peak. Your brain does not give you a discount just because the scenario was fake. It bills you the same, no matter what. That is honestly wild when you think about it. So the thing that kind of reframes this whole situation, at least for me, is realizing that being tired is not always because you did too much. Sometimes, it is because you simulated too much. And those are two completely different things. You can have a day where you got a ton done and still feel hype. And you can have a day where you did absolutely nothing and feel completely destroyed. The difference is not that you are lazy. It is not a discipline issue. Nothing is broken about you. It is that your brain spent the whole day running invisible simulations in the background, like apps you forgot to close. Each one pulling energy, each one draining your battery, and none of them producing a single real thing. You are not tired because you are weak, bro. You are tired because your brain is doing an absolutely unhinged amount of work that you never asked it to do, and cannot even see happening. Once that really registers, everything about that weird, unexplainable exhaustion stops feeling like a you problem and starts making a whole lot of sense. And if you are into this kind of breakdown, where I explain what is going on in your head without telling you to wake up at 5 in the morning or start a gratitude journal, subscribe. I'm going to keep dropping these. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.